Right. So, do you live in a house or a flat?
Uh, I live the house right now. Yes. When I previous I lived in Korea. I lived the flat actually, but when I moved to in America, I lived the house with a backyard and a garden. I love to live a house now.
Okay. All right. So that's it's a very long answer to a part one question, and especially the last part, because the next question is, do you like your house? And you've already told me that you love to live in your house. Okay, so
Uh,
keep your answers to maybe two sentences in part one. Okay. All right. So next question: do you like your house?
yeah, I love to live house now because I never lived in house before, so I like to live with the garden and the backyard. It's my favorite part.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
I lived the I have been living here for around 7 months now. Yeah, it I didn't live here a long time, but I like to live here.
Okay. What kind of house would you like in the future?
Uh, I don't live to a house for 2 stories house. It's my ideal house with a backyard, pretty backyard with beautiful uh, foundation.
Okay. Right. Moving on to another topic. Did you enjoy singing when you were younger?
Yeah, I did enjoy singing when I was young. I went, yeah, I usually singing at home by myself a lot.
Okay. How often do you sing now?
Actually, I live the house right now, so I have a lot of free time. So when I have free time, I enjoy to sing by myself.
Okay. Um, do you have a favorite song you like listening to?
Yes, I have. I like to listen OST, specifically like Notting Hill movie music.
Okay. What's OST?
OST, I don't know. Is it not really English word?
No, I don't
No.
know. I've no idea. What? Explain to me. What is OST? Is it a Korean band?
No. OST is kind of like some movie or like kind of movie
Ah,
special song. So I don't know
I
how.
know. No. It's an abbreviation. I've just figured it out. Is original soundtrack.
Original soundtrack. Okay.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you like to listen to the original soundtracks from movies. Okay. Right.
From movie. Yes.
Okay, but that doesn't actually tell me about your favorite song. That tells me a genre. It tells me a type of music, but it doesn't tell me a favorite song.
Uh,
Do you have a favorite song you like listening to?
yeah, I have one of favorite music. The song name is How Long Will I Love You? It's from movie song too. I don't remember the movie name right now. Yeah, its name is About Time.
Okay. What and who's the singer?
uh, right now, I don't remember the singer name.
Male or female?
Uh, Actually, the song uh sing a song, some voice band, and also like female singer too.
Mm, okay. All right. So how important is singing in your culture?
I think it's important because we have Korea has a really traditional song a lot. So I think when it's a Korean culture, maybe they thought like people Korean thought song is important. Mm.
Okay, all right. It's funny because people interpret that last question differently, and I think I agree with your interpretation of it. I think what the way you've answered it is correct. Other people think that they talk about the present culture rather than the traditional culture.
Yeah.
So one of the answers I got to this question yesterday was that many people like to sing karaoke after work, so it's important in the present
Oh,
day culture. But I agree with
oh,
you. For me, it's about the past. It's about the tradition. But I think
yeah.
either one of those answers is okay. I think, but it's just interesting that there's a different interpretation.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay. So moving on to another topic. Do you like trees?
Yeah, I love tree because I like the some air from tree. It calls I don't know exact special word like pitonsite. I like the tree. I like the air smell from tree.
Okay. Um, is there a forest near your hometown?
Currently, I live in Seattle area, so actually near my house is the forest. So when I wanna see the tree, I can see it from my window.
Ah, right. Okay. That sounds very nice.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, let's just change some of these questions I'm going through. Okay. Do you think places with trees attract more visitors than places with few trees?
Can you say again, please?
Yes. Do you think places with trees attract more visitors than places with few trees?
Yeah, I think more like the place that has more tree area more attractive because uh, for example like national park has a lot of tree. People usually go there than other places. Mhm.
Okay, all right. Um, did you ever climb trees when you were a child?
Yes, I did. When I was 2 years old, my parents brought me like a mountain, which name is Sarang Mountain. So I went. I climbed around with them, like almost the highest area. So yeah, my parents proud of me.
Okay. Have you ever planted a tree?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, when I was 9 years old, I got the little tree from my teacher, but I laid I I laid it on like for 20 years, so it was a small plant. It's big right now, so yeah, I did.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's the end of the part one questions. So now we're going to move on to part two. So now you can scroll down to page 29 and you can look at the question. So tell me, you can see the question?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'll give you 1 minute to study the topic, and your time starts now. Okay, that's the end of your thinking time. So I'd like you to talk
Okay.
about the topic for between 1 and 2 minutes, and your time starts now.
Mm. Uh, Actually, this is a very interesting topic to talk about because this song is really special to me. When I had my wedding ceremony, this song is my wedding song, which name is "How Long Will I Love You." This song from the About Time movie. So when I met my husband the first time, we watched movies sometimes, and then we loved this song a lot. So you sometimes we listen the music when we dating or like driving, and then finally we decided to wedding song when we get married. So yeah, that's why it's a really special song to me. So recently when I fight with my husband, yeah, at that time we listen this song together because we remind that song we remind our wedding ceremony and then our loving time together. So sometimes we watch it, we listen this song together when we fight it.
Okay. I'm going to stop it there because you're actually about 10 seconds short. It's 1 minute and 50. Okay, so I think that's good enough. I think that's close enough, so that's okay. Okay, very nice story, very romantic.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's just move on then to part 3.
Okay.
Right. When are children usually introduced to music?
When children usually introduce music, when they were baby at the time, just introduce very simple music, kind of popular and music. So they listen from when they were baby, infant.
Okay. Should parents encourage their kids to take up learning an instrument?
It means like music instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like parents would like to introduce the music instrument because it's kind of curious from kids. Like they make sound. Like I think kids kids uh, kids are loved that usually.
Okay, so but in terms of learning an instrument, though, so do you think the parents should they encourage them, or should they make it compulsory for the kids to learn an instrument?
I think usually parents started to encourage it first. After that, when kids love that, after that they try to learn the instrument.
Okay, all right. Should parents arrange music lessons for their children? And if so, what is a good age to begin such lessons?
I think parents think about around 4 or 5 when their children age like that, because I feel like around 5 is enough. When I started to learn piano before, at that time I was 5 years old, but I I still remember exactly like when I learned that time.
Okay. Does music help in developing learning abilities of children?
Yeah, I think I agree. Yeah, I think it's developing kids learning that because yeah, in my experience, like yeah, I started to learn piano lesson when I was 5 years old. At that time, I learned a lot, and then I loved to play piano. And at that time, I started interested about like music too.
Okay. How can more children be encouraged to play music rather than just listening to it?
Can you explain one more time, please?
Yes. How can more children be encouraged to play music rather than just listening to it?
Oh. Usually parents take to them like class experience class in Korea because they try to like play something like for example guitar, uh, violin like that. After that, when they're interested about it, after that they brought to them like a private school lesson usually.
Okay. So, okay, so maybe for the wealthier families, that's probably the case. But what about ordinary kids whose parents can't afford that kind of thing? How could more children be encouraged to play music?
I don't know in America very well because I just moved here like a few months ago. But in Korea, like we have like a really cheap experience class like that in Korea. Like public library has like a free
Oh,
class, so
mm,
I think they take to them so they can experience over there.
okay, all right. Okay, that's the last question. I mean, what I was thinking was that, and it may have changed, but when I was in elementary school,
Yeah.
we used to have music classes in the school. It was part of the curriculum,
Yeah.
and so everybody could get to at least try a musical instrument. And
Mm.
that was how we were encouraged. This is a long time ago, but that's how we were encouraged to at least try playing music. Because of course these days most kids they listen. They got the headphones and they listen to music all the time, but
Yeah.
they don't necessarily try to play a musical instrument. So in the schools in Korea, do they have music classes as part of the curriculum in the schools?
I think so, but I don't know recent like Korean music class right now. But when I was young, it doesn't really have instrument well.
Oh wow.
So even if a public like a library like that, I couldn't to try that before. But yeah, at that time, like a kind of wealthy family can access to music instrument, but recently, because I don't have kids, but my friend has kids, but they usually go like pay like a little money a month. They can like experience some like ballet class or like music instrument classes. So they try to go there. After that, when the kids like something, my friend like take a private lesson after that. So I heard from my friend in Korea.
Okay, so now I want you to explain to me why is it you didn't say all of that when I was asking you the part three questions? When I have a conversation with you after the test, and you
Yeah.
suddenly you're telling me all of this thing about your friends and when you were younger and all this sort of thing. Suddenly it becomes a conversation and you're flowing. You're telling me all of this stuff, but when you answer the questions, it's like da 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 da. You're as if you're you've got so you what you've got to do what you've got
Yeah.
to do if you answered the questions the way you just spoke to me, you would get 7 immediately.
Oh,
Because
really?
it's conversational and you've got lots of things to say. But I mean, like, so I would say in part 3, your answers were actually quite short.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about the subject in conversation, it's all coming out. All this information is coming out. So what you've got to learn to do is to relax and treat part 3 as a discussion. You know, as if you're talking to me now, offline, not to do with the exam. If you talk like that, you'll get your 7. I guarantee.
Oh my.
But if you go in there thinking, oh, I have to say this and I have to say this and I have to say this, you've just got to just flow. Just let it flow. So tell a story.
I was nervous like that.
But
I
come
feel
on.
like
There's no reason to be nervous with me when I'm asking you the questions. I'm not the examiner. I'm just practicing the questions with you. So what you've got to learn to do is to treat this as a conversation, as a discussion. I've had students like this. I've had many students like this before. I have a chat with them first or after, and all this information's coming out. I say, okay, right, I'm going to ask you some questions. Then all of a sudden they go stiff and they don't answer the questions. and I had a Filipina nurse before, and she was doing exactly the same thing. And yet offline, when we didn't do the questions, she was so bubbly and chatty and laughing and very interesting to talk to. And then all of a sudden she'd go very stiff. I said, why don't you just talk like that when you're doing the exam? And she got her 7.5. You know, she relaxed and she just started, and she said, "Oh, is it like that?" I said, "Yes, it's just like that." And then she started. So you've got to learn to do the same thing. You'll get it. You will get it. Okay. So the second question there: should parents encourage their kids to take up learning an instrument? So in your case, did your parent, when you were talking about the piano at the age of 5? So did your parents encourage you, or did they say, right, you're 5 years old, you are going to learn the piano? Did they tell you, or did they encourage you?
I think I asked to my parents, I guess, because I heard that like a piano, like a studio near my house. I heard that like piano sound a lot, so I want to try to learn. So I asked to my mom, like, I want to learn piano. So that's why I started to learn that time.
Okay, so in my situation, my parents didn't encourage me to learn an instrument. My mother told me, you are going to learn to play the violin. And I hated it. I was 7 years old. I didn't want to learn to play the violin. I never had any ambition, but she just said, you will learn the violin. And so for the next 6 years, I learnt very reluctantly. I learnt to play the violin, and I hated it. And as soon as I could, when I got to about 13 years old, I said, that's it. I'm not playing it anymore. I don't like it, because I was big enough then to say no. So I think this is the key word here: is should parents encourage their kids? I think they should encourage them, but I think as part of encouraging them, they should ask their kids, what musical instrument would you like to play? Okay, so, and if my mother had said to me, would you like to play an instrument? Okay, which instrument would you like to play? Maybe I'd have picked the guitar, or I'd have picked something else.
So if you found this IELTS class useful, informative, or entertaining, please give it a like, subscribe, and share with other people who you think might benefit from these live IELTS class videos using actual examination topics. Most of the students participating in these classes are now living their dream in English-speaking countries around the world. If you want classes with me, you can contact me on X, LinkedIn, MS Teams, or Viber. Details are given in the description below or on the About page for this channel. Thank you.